August was a busy month for me. We finally moved into a new apartment. My son started school again, back at his old school where he previously attended before we moved to New Jersey. And my mom has been visiting for the last 2 weeks of the month. So I've had a lot going on, but all things considered, sales were not horrible. So I look forward to sharing them with you in today's What Sold video for the month of August 2023. Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, my name is Veronika. I'm a part-time reseller. I live in Virginia as of this past month, and I sell clothing on the internet on platforms such as Poshmark, eBay, Mercari, sometimes Depop. Sometimes I send things to ThredUp. I often source from ThredUp, and I find these clothes in thrift stores and ThredUp boxes, sometimes in consignment shops, and sometimes people just give stuff to me to resell. And I also sell stuff from my own closet, which is not that impressive. So the majority of my items are sourced from the Goodwill outlet or thrift stores in my area. In today's What Sold video, we're gonna go over all my sales from the month of August. Like I said in the intro, it's been a busy one, but we're finally in the new apartment. I'm very happy to be here. It still needs a lot of work, of course, as you know, any apartment when you first move in. My walls are still very blank and I'm missing some like smaller furniture pieces, but overall we're settling in. And I look forward to getting back into a routine, back into a groove, being able to thrift again more, and just, yeah, taking care of my business and taking care of my kiddo. So let's get started with my sales for the month of August that contributed to furnishing this apartment and making the move happen. Even though it was not great overall in terms of sales, considering how much I had going on during this time, I was definitely happy with it. I did not put my closet on vacation at all because when we were moving, my stuff was already all in storage, and I'm not making that many sales right now to where I'm stressed out about not being able to ship them within a couple of days of selling. So I didn't do any of that in August, so that didn't really impact my closet too much or my stores. But I definitely started sending out offers, accepting lower offers, just to kick things up a notch again. Because if you remember my July What Sold video, I can link it above, but that was not great. But again, just as much going on as this month. So let's get started. My first sale in the month of August happened on eBay. It was this pair of a Gap Body Fit. Weird. I thought there was Gap Body and Gap Fit, but there's Gap Body Fit. I don't know. Black cropped pocket, side pocket, athleisure pants. They're kind of like a cargo style almost, kind of like casual yoga pants. I will move my camera a little bit so you can see all my mess back there, but you can also see the item over here. These black cropped Gap pants, I picked those up from, not sure. I think I may have gotten those in a box of some sort, or I picked them up from the thrift. I'm not entirely sure. Probably in a box, probably in an activewear box, because I had $3 into them, and they sold for $15.99 on eBay, so I make a profit of $9.99 after fees and all of that good stuff. I sold another piece of active wear, these Torrid Active New Attack Performance Core Capri leggings, also with side pockets. These actually came from my own closet. They were new attacks because I think I had bought them on the Torrid website together with a whole bunch of other stuff, and I just kept them in my closet and never really had a need to wear them because I have enough leggings and capris and things. So I decided to list them. I put a cost of goods of $0 because I ordered them so long ago. I have no idea what I paid for them at the time. They sold for $20 on Poshmark, and I make a profit of $16. So that's pretty good for something that was just sitting in my closet and taking up space. And then I sold a pair of Patrick Collection, very retro Miami Vice 80s looking silk pants that I picked up from the bins, also new with tags. That's why I picked them up. They had some little spots and things. They're a light color. It's no surprise there. But somebody picked them up anyway. They bought them on Poshmark for $28, and after marketplace fees and my cost of goods, which was $1.20, I make a profit of $21.20. So all good with the sale. They were happy with it. They got a good deal. I mean, they're silk pants. I don't know where they're gonna wear them, but I just had to pick them up. I sold another item that's very out of character for me and that I wouldn't have picked up myself, but it was in the ThredUp box, this Express pencil skirt, black pencil skirt, kind of like a career wear skirt. I don't like listing items like that because there's only so much you can say about a basic pencil skirt like that. Yes, I could keyword spam it, but it just does not excite me. It came to me in the ThredUp box. I had $2 into it and I sold it for $20 on Poshmark as well. I make a profit of $14 after fees and cost of goods. Next up, we have another activewear item from a brand I also don't pick up unless it's for myself because it's sold at Walmart. It's this Avia, not sure still how to pronounce it. It's this pair of colorful capri cropped leggings with pockets, again, in a size extra large that came to me in a ThredUp box, in an Active Brands box. I had $3.60 into it. It sold for $12 on eBay, which is totally fine for a Walmart brand. It probably didn't retail for more than that. And so I make a profit of $6. I made a really quick sale. This was an item I listed and I got an offer almost immediately. I think it took like an hour, if that. These Free People ivory white penny pull-on flare pants in a size 29. I, again, very recently picked them up, showed them in a haul. I sold them for $30 on Poshmark. I think I had them listed for $45 and somebody offered me $30 so quickly that I was like, yeah, let's make that sale. Let's get the stuff out. I was still staying at my friend's house at the time too, so I was definitely happy to make a sale. I make $20 on these after fees and my cost of goods, which was $4 from a regular thrift store. Another sort of active athleisure item, these All by Joe Fit Blue Dot skirt, build-in shorts, active wear item. You could probably wear them as a swim skirt, like a golf skirt, I don't know. These were in a size extra large as well. I got these from the bins up in New Jersey, I want to say, or maybe when I came down to Virginia. They sold on Poshmark for $20. I make a profit of $14.80. I had $1.20 into them, and I had them listed for about 3 months, but active wear in larger sizes usually sells for me. I don't pick it up all the time if it's a lower end brand, but if I receive it in a box or if I find it at the bins and it's in good shape and it's maybe a brand that retails high but is not super popular, I will try it out because my cost of goods is so low. Then I sold a Free People skirt that I got from the thrift, I want to say. Trying to remember, or maybe from ThredUp. At some point I shopped the ThredUp outlet, which has kind of disappeared from me for some reason, but that's a different story. I shopped the ThredUp outlet and they had like a really, really good sale and my cost of goods was $3.50 per item, that's pretty good for ThredUp. So I think that's where I got this Free People skirt. It's a We the Free fringe hem frayed denim mini skirt. That didn't take long to sell either. I was very surprised. Like 2 weeks for Free People and a skirt. Impressive. And a size 24. Tiny little thing. It sold for $28 on eBay. Also interesting. And I had $3.50 into it and I make a profit of $18.90 after fees and such. So I was happy with that and very surprised that it sold so fast. Another mini skirt that I've had for a while and that I also sourced from ThredUp at the time and had a little bit more into it. It was new with tax. It's by the brand Blank NYC, which I tend to not pick up anymore because it just sits forever and it does not sell for as much as you would want it to. This sold on eBay for $25. It was this very shiny faux leather latex looking mini skirt. I think I showed it in a ThredUp haul of some sort. Anyway, I had $6 into that after marketplace fees and such. I make a profit of $14 and I've had it forever, so I was happy with that sale. Next up was another Poshmark sale on this Zara sweater, lightweight pastel striped sweater in white and blue in a size small. That came from a ThredUp box and it sold for $17 on Poshmark. I sent out that offer, so I had a shipping expense for the discount of $2.02 and I make a profit of $9.58. Nothing crazy, but it came to me in a box that, yeah, just needed to get listed. So happy that it sold, and yeah, $17 for Zara is pretty on point for me for such a basic piece. And I sold a pair of Toms, which is something I haven't said in a while. I kind of stay away from Toms at this point, but these had this like pirate skulls in the front, and I thought somebody's gonna love these. They sold on eBay for $22.50. I may have been running a sale or they sent me an offer, not sure. I had $1.20 into them from the bin, so I make a profit of $16.80. Yeah, they were a men's size 8.5. I forgot if it was a man or a woman buying these. Doesn't matter either. They were really happy with them though. They gave me nice feedback. So all in all, a good sale. Another good sale is this Carolina Herrera, I think that's how you pronounce her name, t-shirt, kind of like a baby tee actually, that I picked up very recently at my honey hole. They didn't have it marked up, they didn't know what they had, and I was sweating over this because I could not find this exact shirt online. I looked up the label, I looked up all the things, and it looked legit to me, but when I cannot find the exact same piece, I get a little frustrated and scared that it's fake. Maybe I had a super rare piece on my hands and just didn't know it, but all in all, I'm happy that it sold so fast. It sold for a good price too. I had it listed for $75 just to aim high, and it sold for $50. That was an offer I received on eBay, and I was like, heck yeah, let's get this out. I am nervous with designer clothing, and this was so basic too. I'm like, hey, $50 for a shirt that cost me $3.90. I'll take it. I made a profit of $36.10 on this, so very happy. That was probably one of my best sales that month. Another item that I've had for a bazillion years, if not more, was this Columbia fleece full zip jacket in black. I must have picked this up from the bins at some point. I have a cost of goods of $1. Pretty sure that moved from Virginia to New Jersey and back with me. So I sold it for $14 on Poshmark because at this point I'm like, just take it. I make a profit of $10.05 on it, and yeah, good riddance. So happy it's gone. One of those things where I was like, should I get rid of it? Should I send it to ThredUp and not make anything? So happy it is gone. I'm not a person to keep things forever. Like, I will keep certain items where I know I need to wait for a specific buyer, but a Columbia jacket like that ain't it. So it was definitely on the chopping block, and I'm surprised I didn't get rid of it earlier, but hey, it made me 14 bucks, so we're all good there. Another quick flip was this pair of Aerie offline warm-up high-waisted leggings slash jogger. They were kind of like in between a legging and a jogger, a logger, I don't know. They were in a size extra large, yes. So again, plus size activewear does sell, and these sold for $20 on Poshmark, and I make a profit of $12.10. I had $3.90 into those from the thrift as well. Same haul, I want to say, as the Carolina Herrera. Also, if the sound just amazingly improved for some reason, it's because my AC turned off and it's loud when it's on, so I hope that's not going to be an issue. If it is, we're just going to have to deal with it. Okay, another activewear sale on eBay was this Surgeon gray athletic racerback tank top in a size small that came to me in an Active Brands box from ThredUp. So I had $3.60 into it. It sold for $12. I make $6. It's fine. I didn't think that would even sell for me, but I do list these items just to give them a shot at making me my money back that I paid for the box. So I'm definitely happy when these like very low-end TJ Maxx, Walmart, whatever brands sell for me. I'm not mad at that. It's not what I want to be selling exclusively, but I'm happy when they move and make me a little bit of extra money. And then I sold this eyeshadow girl striped jumpsuit in a size 12. This sold on Poshmark for $14, and I make a profit of $8.55. This came from, I want to say, Goodwill Blue Box, something like that. It was very cute. Not a brand, again, I wouldn't normally pick up, but it was adorable. It was a girl size, so that's a little tricky for me. Kids clothing, especially like teenager clothing, usually does not sell for me. But this did eventually, so that's good. I sold a pair of Adidas shorts that I picked up from the thrift. I think it was Dollar Day and they were marked down to $1, but my average cost of goods was $3. They eventually sold for $14 on Poshmark with a shipping discount, so I only make $6.03 on them. They did have a flaw that I didn't notice when I picked them up. The drawstring on the inside was missing altogether. They were still fine otherwise, but I can understand that people, you know, might need that. So happy that they sold because, you know, I missed the flaw and that's on me. Then I sold another quick flip, this Walt Disney World hot pink vintage Minnie Mouse t-shirt, one size. I showed that in a haul. I had this listed high, I think around 50, and somebody started offering me like 20 something. So we went back and forth for a long time, and I think I said my final offer was 32 for her, and then she countered with 30, and I was like, you know what, they're sticking to your guns, and then there's also just being petty over $1 or $2. And again, it's a quick flip. I just picked this up within the last month, so it was only listed for like 12 days or so. And yeah, I sold it for 30. I make a profit of $20.10 on this because I had 380 into it. Yeah, picked it up in Virginia, sold it a little bit later. Very happy with quick flips right now and very grateful for those. Not a quick flip, this next item. It's a Fashion Nova, I know, should know better. New with tag, keeping it fresh, heather gray crop top. I have a cost of goods of $3 for that, so I must have picked it up at the regular thrift at some point, which is not something I would do now. But it's finally sold for $15 on eBay after being relisted. So $15 for it is actually not bad, but again, it was relisted at least twice. I make $9 off of this, and yeah, that's all I have to say about Fashion Nova. I sold an L Space new with tag Estella aqua turquoise colored bikini bottom that I picked up, I think from ThredUp. Maybe. I want to say I picked this up from ThredUp in their outlet section, something like that. I had a cost of goods of $4. It only sold for $19. That's not what L Space should be selling for, but I talked to friends and they agreed that it's just not moving as well anymore. I also send out that offer for $19, so there's also shipping expense and the marketplace fees, so I really only make $9.18 on it. Yeah, it's I was a little disappointed with that, but again, I'm happy for anything that moves out right now, or ever, really. So what can you do? This Vince striped dolman sleeve shirt, 100% linen shirt. I distinctively remember picking this up when I was filming Vlogmas back in 2021. Yes, I went up to DC and I went thrifting in Maryland, and that's where I picked it up. I don't know why I remember that so vividly because it was a very basic piece, but I think it may be one of the last few pieces that's left from that haul, so I'm happy it's gone now. I had it for over a year and a half. Vince, also a brand that sometimes surprises me. Like, some pieces sell really fast and really well, but it's a basic t-shirt and it had a little flaw. So $15 is what I got for it on Poshmark. Well, that's what it sold for. I got $7 after cost of goods and all of that good stuff. So yeah, was it worth hanging on to? Probably not, but $5 is $5. And then I sold an item that I got from a fun box also a long time ago. This white mark new attack polka dot pajama top in red. This sold on Mercari. Surprise, surprise. For $16, that includes shipping for the buyer, so I had to pay the shipping, which was $4.99, and that doesn't seem right. It may have been $4.44 and I just didn't update it, but let's just assume it was $4.99. I make a profit of $5.47 on this, but I had it forever as well. I don't know why I didn't donate it. I guess new with tags, like, I tried to hang on to it for as long as possible because I think it'll sell better. Not necessarily. I don't know where this brand is sold, probably Kohl's or something, so eh. Another item I also had for a really long time, this John Mark boho embroidered floral tunic top and a linen blend. Yes, a linen blend and a size medium that I picked up from the thrift also a while ago, probably like 2 years ago, back here in Virginia. So I relisted it and it sold for $25, and they gave me a super nice review on eBay, said it looked much nicer in person, which I'm not sure how to feel about feedback like that, because I feel like, okay, do my pictures suck? I mean, I'm happy it's better in person. I love to under promise and over deliver, but like, are my pictures not good? I don't know. Whatever. I'm probably thinking too much into it, but I make a profit of $16 on this. I had $4 into it, marketplace fees, yada yada. $16. That's okay. I was hoping it would go for more, but once I have had an item for this long, I'm just happy if it leaves my house and leaves me a profit. I sold some Crocs, because why not? I like selling Crocs. I don't have any of my own, but they sell for me. These were a youth size in this Realtree camo style print. I don't know anything about that stuff. They sold for $24 on Mercari as well. Look at that. Oh yeah, I had like a bunch of Mercari sales, like back to back to back. I was like, what is going on? Anyway, they sold for $24 on Mercari. My cost of goods was $150 from the bins, after marketplace fees and again shipping that I paid for. I make a profit of $14.15, which sounds about right for a youth size crog. Another decent sale, also something I picked up not too long ago, these Kelsey Dagger Brooklyn little light gray suede ankle booties in a size 8.5. These sold on Poshmark on an offer that I sent for $39. Happy with that. I make a profit of $25.68. So these were not listed for long either. A little over 2 weeks. Not mad at all. Definitely a brand I would like to pick up again. This next item, I just love the style of it, but I knew it's not a great brand, so I'm happy that it eventually sold on Poshmark as well. This Ruby Road, yeah, I think that's what it's called. Ruby Road, not a brand I normally pick up, but I found this in the bins and thought it was cute. Striped fringe poncho in tan and brown and white and navy and stripes, and had a buckle in the front. It was really cute. If you're a poncho person, I feel like that's something really, really nice for fall. Like I can see, you know, the horse girlies wearing that, or your basic fall girls. Like, I'm not hating on the basic fall girls. I love being a basic fall girl. Anyway, I can see people wearing that, is my point. And it's very cute despite not being a great brand. So it sold for $16 on Poshmark finally. I had $1.30 into it. I make a profit of $11.50. So somebody's gonna look hella cute this fall. I sold a pair of Lululemon for less than I wanted, but this was kind of like the one that was still like lingering around. I had an Active Brands box a couple of months ago where I had, I think, 8 Lululemon items, several pairs of pants, a whole bunch of tops. The tops are not moving as fast or selling as well, of course, but I had 3 of these, what are they, on the fly pants, in different colors, like a gray, a black, and then like a dark heather gray. And this dark heather gray one was, or heathered black or something, was the one that was left. They were all the same size, and the other 2 sold for a little bit more. This one sold for $31 on Poshmark. That was an offer I received, and I took it. Again, trying to make these sales. I had $360 into it. I make a profit of $21.20, and that Active Brand box is already paid for due to these other Lululemon items that were in there that sold really fast. Another relatively quick flip was this J. Jill denim dress in a size extra large. Again, larger sizes do better for me, especially when they're a decent brand. This ended up selling for $22.99 on eBay. I think that was an offer I either sent out or received. I had quite some interest on this, and somebody had asked me a question about it right before it sold on eBay, so I was really happy that it sold, because if I don't have to go and like take additional measurements and things like that, then I will not. So I don't think it was the same person, but who knows. I make a profit of $14.09 on this after selling fees and cost of goods and all that. Then I sold a very basic shirt that, again, is not something I would normally pick up, but it came to me in a men's clothing box that I bought from Galama, my good friend here on YouTube and off YouTube as well. I'll link her channel up there. I bought, on one of her auctions, I bought a men's clothing box from her that is already fully paid for based on all the stuff I sold from that box. And then this Arizona Nuitech teal North Sea v-neck t-shirt in a size medium was in there, and I just listed it. It's not something I would normally pick up because it's just, it doesn't retail high. It's not gonna sell for much. I sold it for $7.99 on eBay, and I make a profit of $3.59. So very small profit, but it didn't take me long to list this. It just doesn't bother me. Another item I've had forever, and I picked it up because it's so cute and granny core, and I picked it up when granny core was more of a thing. This IFNE, I don't know, I think it's just a cheap something Amazon brand probably, based on the tags overall. Granny core yellow and black plaid dress with this crochet lace collar. This sold on Poshmark, and the person was really happy when I accepted the offer. Or I think they missed my offer and then asked me to resend it, so I did that. Either way, they were really happy to get this. It sold for $16. You know, it's fine. It's a no-name brand, as far as I know. I make a profit of $9.80. This came from a regular thrift. I had $3 into it. Then I sold an item that I retail arbitraged, online retail arbitraged from BHFO. I posted a haul of that a while ago, and I will say it hasn't performed as well for me as I had hoped, which is why I just don't like to touch retail arbitrage. Either it's my lack of knowledge about it, or just me picking up things that are not as desirable to other people anyway. These End Philanthropy joggers, new with tags in green with this animal print on them. I had them listed for much higher than $45, but when somebody offered me $45, I took them because I had $7 into these. I'm fairly certain the items that have sold from that box that I ordered have maybe come close to paying for the box, but I don't think I've made a profit on it yet, and it's been a while. So I make a profit of $29 on this one, and I am happy to take it because, yeah, that was just, it was an okay purchase, but not my best. Some pieces moved really quickly, others I'm still sitting on, and I don't know why, because they're really cute, but eh. I sold a Duluth Trading Blue Flex Firehose Cotton Blend Straight Leg Work Pants for men. That was a mouthful. On Mercari, again, she be poppin' this month. This came from the bins. I had $1.20 into it. It sold for $29 on Mercari. I did have to pay shipping because I offer free shipping. I make a profit of $15.26, which is totally fine because that was listed for a minute, but yeah, not a bad sale. Next up, I sold another pair of pants, jeans to be specific, can distressed skinny jeans in a size extra large, which I also just listed. I remember photographing this while I was staying at my friend's house, and then it sold not too long after, so listed for like 2 weeks maybe. And I'm not usually that lucky with can anymore. It sold for $29 on Mercari, so same deal. I paid for shipping. I make a profit of $12.46. I had $4 into that one from the thrift. This next item I got in a box, ThredUp, Goodwill blue box, one where they send me so many items and had a sale going on that the cost of goods was basically bins prices. I had $1.59 into it, a Torrid tie-dye shirt, one of these super soft shirts with a strappy like neck accent, and that was new with tags, and I was very happy with that. It sold for $18 on eBay, and I make a profit of $12.81. Another quick flip on these Spanx flare leg dark wash denim jeans. Again, same thing with the can. That was the same haul. I picked them up, I photographed them at my friend's house, I listed them, and they sold less than 3 weeks later, which is good. I love that. They sold for $44 on Poshmark. That was an offer I sent, and I make a profit of $29.22. And then we have an item that came to me in my ThredUp 100-pound clothing box that I just loved so much. So cute, possibly handmade. That's how I listed it. 70s retro chevron knit lace halter top. I thought that was so cute for like festival season, but truth be told, it was with me for 2 summers before it finally sold. So I definitely relisted that probably 3 times. It sold on Mercari as well for $23. My cost of goods was $2. My shipping expenses were $4.09, and marketplace fees were $3.47. So I make $13.44 on it, which is okay considering that it's a unbranded, no size kind of top. But again, so cute. I thought this was gonna sell on Depop, no lie. Then I sold something that's also out of my wheelhouse and came to me in a fun box. It's this J. Crew tiered necklace in a black and gold tone and whatever. This sold for $10 on eBay. I make a profit of $5 after cost of goods, marketplace fees, and I've had it forever. So happy to send that out. It didn't take up space, but I'm not a jewelry person. This next one flipped fairly quickly once I listed it, but I didn't list it for a while because I debated keeping it for myself. It's a LuLaRoe, believe it or not. New with tag Emily Paisley long sleeve dress in blue and ivory in a size extra large. This ended up selling really fast. They sent me an offer of $15 and I just took it because it came from the bins. So I had $1.50 into it, so I make a profit of $10.50, and because I had it in my drafts for so long and just listed it, it kind of felt like I already wasted a lot of time. So $15 relatively quickly, done. We are getting closer to the end of the month already, believe it or not. I sold a pair of Athleta Ready Set Go running short in a purple that I picked up from the thrift. left for $3.50. That was the average cost of goods. I'm pretty sure this was one of the items that was marked down to $1 or so, or $2. It sold for $18 on Poshmark. I make a profit of $10.90, and it was listed for a little over a month. So towards the end of summer, the fact that I'm still selling shorts and mini skirts is great. I'm really happy to see those go. Then I sold the most basic black Brandy Melville shirt, dress number, and the person who bought it on Mercari sent me a whole bunch of messages about, you know, when I would ship it because it needed to get to them in California before a certain date because they were leaving the country, and they were even offering to pick it up if I were in California, and I'm not. So I got it to them in time. It's been delivered. I don't think I've gotten my money yet. I don't think they've rated it, but yeah, either way. So that sold on Mercari for $24. Shipping was for $44. I had $2 into it from ThreadUp box, I think. May have been the 100 pounds or 50 pounds, not sure. I had it for a really long time. So I make a profit of $13.96 on this one. Then I sold a Garnet Hill orange short sleeve cardigan in a linen cotton blend. I had this listed for 35 or so. I think they sent me an offer for 30. I was like, oh, you're so reasonable. Sold. This sold on eBay. I had $3.95 into it from a thrift store, I think Dollar Day. I make a profit of $21.05. This was listed for about a month and a half, so happy it sold so fast because Garnet Hill, I always underestimate, and then it does well. So I need to pick it up more whenever I do see it. Okay, my silly butt just went on telling you about sales and sales and sales. That happened in September. So I didn't look at my dates here. So I'm going to cut all of that out, and we're already done. The Garnet Hill was the last item for me to sell in August. And I just realized I'm just breezing through September already. So, okay, thank God for editing. Thank God this isn't live. So let's look at my totals and my numbers for the month of August. Again, it wasn't great overall, but all things considered, it was better than July, so that's something. I sold more items. I sold 41 items as opposed to 25 the month before. I did list a little bit less. I listed 57 new. And my average sales price went up a smidge by 1% to $22.55, so that's okay. I made a total revenue of $924.47. That's less than I would like to make, but I say that every month, and every month it keeps happening. And I'm just trying to improve that continuously, so stay tuned for next month's video. My total profit though, what actually goes back into my bank account after taking out cost of goods, taking out platform fees and shipping and such, not taking out taxes because I do that at the end of the year. My total net profit is $580.46. Again, much lower of where I would like to be, ideally in a perfect world, but the world's not perfect, and neither am I. So I'll take it. It has helped me buy a couch and a couch cover because I didn't get the color that I wanted for the couch, so that works out for me. Next up, we're gonna replace pillowcases, so there's that. Maybe I'll make a video how reselling helped me pay for my new place. I don't know, we'll see. In any case, thank you guys for joining me for today's What Sold video. I will wrap it up because these things tend to get really, really long. I hope you will come back to check out more videos. You can check out some playlists on my channel. I can link them below. And of course, do subscribe, hit the bell notification. Head on over, follow me on Instagram. I'm not as active on there, but I'm present, like I'm there, I post things. So I hope to see you guys again soon in another video or on a live listing show. I will make sure to link them once I schedule them, and I will see you then, and we're gonna get stuff done. Bis bald. Tschüss.